like a leaf touching his back and his shoulder popped out.
DUBOIS is hungry. He's been there, he tasted it, but he want more.
For me, he was eating way too many right hands.
That's crazy because I feel like there's a slight little imbalance in his body. That was not a low blow. That was a solid shot.
See,
okay.
this is what I've been saying. You know what? Whilst I was sitting on the floor in pain, I was thinking about Usyk, and there was one moment in there where he talks about being in Brazil, and then AJ says, "Oh, we all know why he was in Brazil."
If you get hit by a solid shot by AJ, you're fucked.
On Wembley, the 21st of September, has Daniel Dubois got a date with destiny? I'm Sav, and I'm joined today by Baz and our esteemed guest, Guy from the gym. Guy, our coach, welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's ready.
Thank you very much. But you forgot one thing. The most handsome trainer at the gym. The strongest. The strongest of all.
I didn't want to upset the other guys, so
Don't forget that there's only one guy. That's me.
they get me doing extra laps around the gym. I can barely keep up as it is, but Guy, before we get into it, do you want to do a little intro? Do you want to plug anything, any Instagram, any socials?
Oh, absolutely. Well, my Instagram handle is Guy Fitness Camp. So I'm a boxing coach. I've got massive passion for the sport. I used to compete in MMA and Muay Thai 2 years ago. So now I focus on myself and helping others get fit, whether it's for competitions or personal goal or general fitness in general. I'm the guy that kind of give them a little push, lay the foundation for them to step on and actually achieve what they want to achieve, and feel good about themselves. Right? I'm not a life coach, but I just somewhere around in the great area.
I have to say, from the sessions, I love the combinations. Me and Baz always talk about it afterwards, like the combination punches, and you like a good combination.
yeah. I mean, it's got to be done because obviously, like, changing level is very important. It's like playing a game of chess.
Yeah.
You can't always be repetitive, do the same, but change things around, play upon it off, and let them think. The more they think, the more effort they're wasting, and that's you saving up yourself for a better opening and counter and so on. So it's perfect. It's got to be as real as we can get.
True. That sounds good.
Yeah.
No, that's great. Thank you. So what was that Instagram handle again?
Guy Fitness Camp.
Guy Fitness Camp. So if you haven't already, guys, go check it out on Instagram, Guy Fitness Camp. Guys, as I said, he's our trainer in the Royal Resistance gym, but he doesn't just work there. He works in quite a few different gyms, isn't it, Guy? Yeah.
But currently, my base is Kidbrook Royal, so that's I'm at already. Close to home. Makes my life a lot easier. The traveling is so much,
But let's get into it. We've got Baz there. Baz, you had a little accident, didn't you? Not so long ago. Do you want to explain what happened?
What is this like?
I mean, we haven't really talked since I've been back from holiday, but
Guy knows.
This is 21 questions.
We're going to jump into the video in a minute, but Baz was playing five-a-side football, and basically I was in goal. Someone walked past him. It was like a leaf touching his back, and his shoulder popped out. So it's not the first time, is it?
No, it's not.
Last time, Guy see it happen.
Last time you give me a headache. No, I'm doing a class, right? I'm telling everyone do this, do that. I've got a circuit here. I've got some bag work on the side. I'm trying to pop it in. He's trying to pop it in, but it's not really going in. And I'm looking for the first aid kit.
Oh, this is when it happened in the gym, and he was hitting a bag as well, wasn't it?
Hey, that bag was solid, yeah.
No,
that bag gave it back.
How'd you pop your shoulder out on a bag?
Oh,
I may have mistimed the swing when the bag was moving away from me. So my arm went with the bag.
Don't go after the bag. Let the bag come to you.
Yeah. There you go. See, it's like grasshopper.
I didn't step inside.
That's great. Don't go after the bag. Let the bag come to you, Baz. There you go. Grasshopper, wax on, wax off.
You hear the grasshopper, which is at your feet.
Old man, how is it that you hear these things?
Young man, how is it that you do not?
Let's get into it. Daniel Dubois is facing AJ at Wembley on the 21st of September, and it's sold out. Baz, you did that video not too long ago saying he wouldn't sell, and I slated you afterwards I wasn't involved with that one. And I was like, they're going to sell this out. It's going to be a big card.
You can't throw me under the bus like that. We go under that bus together.
No. It wasn't anything to do with me. Just like some of the titles as well. We had a bit of comments the other day. Someone slating the titles. I'm like, no, it's Baz. But look, Guy, I'm interested to get your thoughts as a boxing coach. We've had a little chat in the gym here and there, but what chance do you think Daniel Dubois has got against AJ? I mean, is this going to be a 50-50 fight?
I doubt it. Now, here's the thing, right? AJ's had a taste of what it's like to be at the top, right? So I would not say he's comfortable, but his approach is more about being smart, taking small steps, or if not, like going with the flow. Dubois is hungry. He's been there, he tasted it, but he want more. So he hasn't got anything to lose. Yeah. He hasn't got much to lose. He's coming to give everything he's got. Like I said, he can take a punch and keep coming forward. He can get back up every time. Right? He's a smart fighter, so he can always push forward.
Did you watch the Hrgovic fight?
Yes. That was a massive turnaround, though.
It was. But I mean, what do you think about? For me, he was eating way too many right hands. Like when Hrgovic was throwing that 1-2, that right hand was connecting every time.
Yeah, that's crazy because I feel like there's a slight little imbalance in his body in the sense where he can be on his toes for about 10 rounds straight, but when it comes to slipping, basically like 1-2, it kind of freezes in an instant.
Yeah.
So timing is a bit off in that sense.
See, this is why I love this insight, because like you wouldn't get that other than someone who's actually coaching and training. So you think there's a little bit of a balance issue there with him? Yeah.
I mean, even if you watched I was rewatching the Usyk fight last time, and I was thinking you're quite in range for his shot, but a second ago he was bouncing back and forth. Why did you stop? If you know that Usyk loves to go left to right, back and forth, you got to try and pull back, use the back foot more and counter. Yeah. But you move around, follow the guy around, and then stop out of nowhere. I don't know if there's something that goes off in his head and he stops there and get hit by 1 and 2s. Basic punches, you know. And yes, he can take a punch, but still, long term wise, you got to find a way out of it. Defense, he can move his head. When he does move his head, he does it well. But he's bound to get hit by random shots, which is again not pleasant for the long run.
I think with Hrgovic, he was throwing like those winging punches, wasn't it? He was coming from a bit lower, and it was kind of like flicking out and hitting him like that. But so maybe that's what was catching him off guard in that fight. And
also, I mean, a confidence struggle, because when he fought that guy Joyce, apparently he quit, right? So again, coming back from something like that, where you put the work in, regardless of your injuries, you put the work in to get to where you are right now, and then all of a sudden decide to make the call to quit. The way others view you, the respect that others uphold will kind of disappear. So the comeback will be mentally draining. It will be more like a wreck. It'll be tough to get back to what he was, if not trying to go past it. So there was a slight low confidence issue there. Even if you watch the interview with Joshua, you would tell, regardless of how he's a big guy, right? He's a very nice guy. Yeah, I can relate to him. He's a very nice guy. And even if you just take a time and look at his eyes, there was a bit of.
Do you reckon there's a bit of fear?
Issues, a little bit of fear, but sometimes it was setting himself too far up. This is the way you are going to fight the guy, right? Keeping composure. I think in a way he kind of switched on. He wanted to fight then. But I'm like, listen, right now he's on the title. Yes, it is going to happen, but just kind of calm your nerves. You know?
So you think he was wired already, like he had that little bit of fear? Yeah. That's an interesting thing, because I didn't actually think about that, because I was looking at it thinking, like, I like the fact that he's ready, he's not going to back down. But then actually, you're right, he was already wired up, maybe had those nerves from the beginning. I never thought of it from that angle as well.
Yeah,
interesting.
That flight to fight thing, that flight to fight thing. As soon as Joshua go up, he was like, fuck, that's my chance. You can go right now. Literally. You could tell his eyes, like his body language, his facial expression, like, let's go now. I've got to do what needs to be done to win this fight. You know?
Do you reckon there is actually a bit of beef between them two, or do you think AJ was trying to sell the fight?
I don't think they've had any issue in the past, really, because if you look at them standing side to side, they were chilled. You know, maybe the fact that I don't think AJ saw him coming up the way he did. Yeah, because again, who was Dubois 3 years ago? Nobody.
It's true.
But
he's worked his way back, hasn't he?
Yeah, but the way it's come up, one up against Usyk that was not a low blow. That was a solid shot.
See, this is what I've been saying.
See, right? Your belly button's up here. He went right under the lower abdominals. That was not a low blow. It was a body shot.
This is what I've been saying, and I've been saying. So many people, like, it's like 50-50 in people saying whether it's low blow or not. I was saying, because I I've been punched in the balls or got taken. Actually, the other week in football, I got a ball. It went. You know what? It was the last kick of the game. He wasn't there, and we were losing. We were out of the game. It was finished. But then one of the guys blasted it, and I just threw myself in the way of it, and he went in the wrong area, and I was on the floor. And you know what? Whilst I was sitting on the floor in pain, I was thinking about Usyk and how he was down, and I was thinking, I'm there. I'm like grabbing my balls. Like, sounds wrong, but I'm thinking about Usyk grabbing my balls. But but the mannerism, it didn't look like a low blow to me with the Usyk one, because straight away you grab down there. My first fight, there wasn't many. I got hit low, and straight away I grabbed down there. So I
don't know, because it depended on what camera angle you looked at. Because if you looked at towards the end of his punch, he was below his belt. So
no.
But you got to think you've got the groin guard there as well, haven't you? So okay, maybe the groin guard pushed on it a little bit.
It's quite massive, The groin guard is quite massive, right? Because bear in mind, right, if he was to get hit in a low abdominal area, the pain would travel downwards, not upwards. It's like when you get the liver shot, your legs collapse. The pain goes all the way down, then everybody lands on the floor. So he must have got hit in the lower abdominals very hard. Nah, he fucked it somewhere else.
Is there an element that he was just playing to the ref? The ref told him to take as much time as he wanted. So
yes, it's happened to me once actually. But actually, no, what the guy he literally kicked me in the balls.
Was that MMA? It wasn't in boxing though, yeah.
No, MMA. So at least he kicked me in the balls. But the thing, my mindset was, you know what? Listen, while I'm resting, is also recuperating. I can't allow that. I had the upper hands. I've made a few mistakes, but I had the upper hands. Let me just go back in and finish up. So after about 10 seconds or so, I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna go back in and finish it. I did smash the guy. But
Nice.
So I cooked. Listen, the referee let me cook, so I cooked him up properly. But I don't think that was that. But I would say, you know what? I'm ready for Dubois because he's hungry. He learns his mistakes. He's a smart fighter, man. But all he's got to do is get his timing right, his bearing right.
Yeah.
You move your feet. Make sure when you stand still, you're moving your head, right? So it's like basically you got hand defense, you got head defense, you got feet defense, right? If your legs are not moving, use your hands. Use your hands, and so on. But don't over exaggerate as well.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, AJ's defense is goes up, whilst the other guy has got his hands down and moves his head, which is good. But if you get hit by a solid punch by AJ, you're fucked. Because Dubois is explosive. The fact they can move his feet around the way he does, AJ will step left, will step right. Well, Dubois is throwing back and forth, left, right, forward, back and forth. He's explosive.
Yeah.
Also powerful when he catches you.
Who do you think stronger?
Strength-wise, I'll say AJ. Yeah, strength-wise, I'll say AJ. Power, I'll give it to Dubois.
I'll
give it to power. Because when it comes to strength, is even when it's training, strength training, lifting whatsoever, it's 100% mass effort. Whereas power is about 85%. So it kind of edges up here to where it's down here. So it's a matter of using power and speed to get an explosion, actually. It's like the liver shot. They are hardly powerful shots. It's a shot that you didn't really expect. Exactly. When you get hit by that, friend, you have to run to the ring, or you also have to jump out the ring because they're not coming back from it. Because the pain is I've been hit once. The liver, so I know what it feels like. And but also I'm definitely waiting for respectful. I mean, I respect Joshua what he's done whatsoever. It's not a legacy kind of fight, because even if you look back after he lost the fight against what's the guy's name? Reis. When he came back from that, he said, you know what, I'm here for the money. I'm here for the bags and bounce. So there was the mindset was, I want the championship, I want this. There's no goal, Joshua, right now. He wants to go to the floor and see how he performs and how he can claim back his name, not the title. Was Dubois wants the titles. He wants everything. He wants everything.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, because I always took that when Joshua said, I think, it might have been after the Usyk fight, actually. And I was saying, because he said he just wanted the money. I thought that was a way of him deflecting. I think he wants the belts, all of them. He's been chasing the undisputed status for so long. Yeah. And I think the only reason he was saying about the money was because at the time it was like, is it attainable? And he's just trying to take a little bit of pressure off himself by
pretty much.
I think he still wants it. That's the only reason I think he's still doing this, to be honest, because he wants it.
It's like when people tell you that, you know what, sometimes it's better to keep your mouth shut about what it is that you want so you can achieve it.
Yeah.
That could be the case. Like the fish doesn't get caught until you open the mouth. So that could be the case. But at the same time, he also has to clear his name.
Yeah.
Because he's been dragged. He's done a lot of things, but people have forgotten forgotten who he is. You know,
Yeah.
yes, he lost against that guy Ruiz. He lost against Usyk twice. Usyk, I'm not surprised he lost against Usyk.
I mean, look what happened with Fury. Everyone was saying that Fury was probably one of,
But the
And
thing
then-
is, you can't compare Fury and Joshua, because Fury is easy to pick apart. Like I said, I think I've spoken with that with Barry. So that Fury will move around. Up against Usyk, like Usyk, he comes forward. He can go back on the center and come forward. But once he hunts you down, no matter what you do, keep your guards up and plant your feet. Otherwise, you get smashed. Because Fury does love spin back foot and throws those very tappy jabs.
He keeps his hands down really low.
Yeah, and throws those tappy jabs. Like, listen, this guy's got number one is southpaw. So your natural stance ain't gonna work against the guy. Literally, wherever you intend of going, he will beat it to it and steps back and get himself out of range and come in a strike. That's what the guy did. Every time Fury threw a jab or cross, he'll step out to the right for a shot, back to where he was. And again, it's kind of tough. If you're fighting against someone that's southpaw, you have to be on the front foot. You've got on the center. Otherwise, you are cooked.
Yeah.
Literally, you got to be the one in front. You have to control everything. Whereas
It's true.
looking back at the fight,
He was putting Usyk, he was putting Fury on the back foot, wasn't he? Like the whole time.
yeah,
And he's the bigger
confusion.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good tactic if you want to create confusion and panic. Because bear in mind, all he did was move his head forward, move his head left.
Yeah,
move his
he
head
likes
right.
to leave that hand out, doesn't he? He leaves it out
Exactly.
all the time.
Exactly. So as long as you keep your partner guessing when you're gonna throw, like I said, you're saving energy, and they're literally doing the opposite.
Something, sorry to cut you off there, guys. Something I wanted to pick up on, and then it sort of rolls back to something you were saying earlier as well. And I wasn't sure about touching on it in this video. I've seen a few things. So with Daniel Dubois, we've seen a few comments posted on one videos with regards to his engine. There was the face-off between him and AJ, and there was one moment in there where he talks about being in Brazil, and then AJ says, "Oh, we all know why he was in Brazil," and it was sort of like there was a look there, and there was like, and under that, there's been made a lot made of it as to potentially he was there to avoid testing.
You ready?
No, you will see.
I'm asking you.
You will see.
You ready?
I'm ready.
That's it.
How does it feel to be heavyweight champion of the world?
It's great. Forgive me, I'm actually a little bit tired. I just got off the plane today.
That's okay.
Come back from Brazil.
So there you go. There you guys go.
Got back this morning.
Eh?
Got back this morning.
Yeah. So
What was
I'm
you doing in Brazil?
a little bit shaking, but
What was you doing?
working hard,
Can't-
training hard. Training hard.
He can't tell you that.
I know what he's doing.
In the gym.
I know what you're
Always
doing.
in the gym.
He's like you, he's in the gym all the time.
I know.
Most
We
heavyweights.
know every day what they're doing. It's just part
Everyone's
of
got their spies in camp sometimes.
Or something going on there. And I've been trying to find a bit of evidence. We've been doing our research, and I haven't found anything. That's why I wasn't sure whether about talking about it or not. But do you think, I mean, with the improvements Daniel Dubois has made and the improvements in his engine, do you think that, I mean, without throwing you under the bus?
Honestly, you know what? you know what's coming to mind right now? If you watch the Universal Soldier with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a tricky one because obviously for ages to even bring that up, it must have.
And there was,
not.
but before I throw you, just to give a little bit more context, some of the counter arguments I've seen is some people have said, okay, he's got a new girlfriend in Brazil or something. But so you've got one or the other potentially, because they didn't explain what, and it was a really weird moment. I picked up on it on the video, and then it looked like the video went down, the face off for a bit. I don't know.
Some people calling me and telling me like.
Yeah, some people said it didn't. I mean, it's still there. The video is still there, but
I mean,
it was just. But there's been a few videos made on it, and then one of the comments I posted, and then someone posted under it saying he was there in Brazil to avoid certain things, testing potentially. But I haven't seen anything to suggest that he's not a clean fighter.
I mean, the thing is, right, the UFC, they come to your place randomly and get you tested there and then. I feel like for boxers, if that's not the case, they should be given a time notice as to, like, let's say 3 months for the fight, nobody's have to leave the country.
Yeah.
And then that will literally settle everyone and things down a bit more. It's tricky because I mean, that's a policy that they should have. That's a policy they should have put in place, really. Because I mean, they went to Brazil, I don't know why they did there because, I mean, it's a hot country. Brazil, Turkey, you know what I'm saying? they've got a coming back. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe he's getting a new hairline or something. I don't. I know everyone goes to Turkey to get a hairline, but not Brazil. Maybe are they known for any of that? I don't know.
Possibly. I mean, they do a lot of implants there, so yeah.
The Brazilian.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, maybe we're trying to avoid again testing, or maybe we're just there to train, or we want to fly out somewhere, change the scenery, try something different.
Yeah, family holiday.
Yeah,
maybe.
Exactly. Could be the case. Could be the case. You know, really.
You had 258 management, AJ's management at one point. We talked about him in a couple of videos back.
Yeah.
And it was actually before that interview got released, saying how, AJ's management has said he'd not signed up for VADA testing. And then after that, he subsequently signed up. But yeah, I don't know if the timings exactly with the Brazil trip, the VADA testing and whatever.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just thought it was just picking it up, worth raising it. So I'm conscious of time, but I want to get your thoughts on, in terms of who you think's going to win the fight, and how they could win the fight, whether it be knockout, points. We won't hold you to it if it goes wrong. But
currently, I've got this thing, man, where I will literally battle one person or one thing, and then the opposite comes to life.
So you're like David Hayden.
But yeah, I mean, I doubt that Dubois will get knocked out. He'll get rocked possibly. That's if he doesn't sort out his balance and so on, that's not bodily issue whatsoever. But again, he's not as unpredictable. But when it comes to changing levels, he loves doing it. And he lands a shot. Like when he fought Usyk, he went high, he went low, boom.
Yeah, he was using the body. Yeah.
It could have been part of the game plan, or was he saw an opening and went for it. Joshua will stick to basics, right? He'll go back to basics. Change the levels, feint, get reaction, and throw his shot. But again, if he can't really catch up with the movement of Dubois, it'll be tough issue. And the same that if Dubois doesn't really move his head when he stands still, he's also gonna go down.
Yeah, I think that could happen. You've got Don Charles, who's training Daniel Dubois. I mean, everyone's talked about the amount of punches that he got hit with by Hrgović, and they said they've worked on it. So I mean, you'd be silly not to work on that in the gym, considering that was a flaw. So we still haven't got a prediction. So you're going.
I mean, I'm good for 8 to 10 rounds.
8 to 10 rounds.
Yeah.
And you're going.
Yeah.
Daniel Dubois win.
So. Pressure.
You can say you haven't.
I am being cooked. I'm being cooked right now. But no, 8 rounds.
We still got a couple of weeks before the fight, so you know anything can change between now and then.
Yeah, but I'm vouching for what's the guy's name? Dubois to win by a knockout. I'll give it a knockout.
Right.
Because stoppage against Joshua. Nah, either you have to break it, you have to get rid of it.
Yeah,
that's always to go to points. Like points wise,
Joshua won't go to points.
I can't see no way going to points.
If ever does go to points, they'll go to Dubois. He's everyone's favorite now. Because like I said, they're brushing Joshua's achievements for the years. They want to replace it. They want someone new. Yeah. So if he goes to point and it's very close, they might rob Joshua out of it. But 10 rounds, whilst 10 rounds, I'll say Joshua can win in 10 rounds. 8 rounds, if he comes to ends, it's Dubois.
Right, okay.
Because the way I see that, Joshua loves to play the long game. He has to take control. But Dubois, is he going to want to take control as well or not? Or is he on the floor? That's because he can shake things up and come back and show every time.
There was another thing I wanted to pick up as well, and it was the headbutts. In the Hrgović fight, there was a lot of headbutts, and something I'd seen on a video with Chisora, and I know Chisora had trained with Don Charles for a long time, but Chisora mentioned it in one of his videos, that something he would do, being the shorter man, is he, when he punches, and then just throw the head up. And then that kept ringing in my ears when Daniel Dubois was doing it against Hrgović, because he caught him a lot of times with the head. So that's something that AJ needs to watch out for, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be very stupid to do, because I feel like if the fight comes to an end early on, they might use the headbutting thing as
open
cute.
up a cut.
I mean, it's very stupid for him to go and fight like that, because again, like I said, Joshua's trying to reclaim his name, maybe his titles. But again, Dubois is trying to solidify things, trying to make himself the man. So if he used that approach against Joshua, that'd be very stupid of him to do. So,
and I think that'll probably be something as well. AJ's camp would have pushed with the referees to make sure they keep an eye on it during the fight. Baz, we haven't heard from you. What do you think is going to happen in this fight? Can you see?
I think he's still nuts in the shoulder right now. So
Let's not push it.
It's still hurting. Yeah.
No sudden movements, isn't it?
He didn't continue to the end of the football game. I mean, you continued to the end of your fight, but he get, you know, to be fair, his arm was still hanging out. So
I did try and put it back in myself again, but
he'd been watching Lethal Weapon, you know, when it's like it didn't work. It didn't work.
I've tried that before. Don't do that.
How the hell did you do that, man? Well, I dislocated my shoulder one time, and I can just do whatever I want to now.
Oh, goddamn, man, does that hurt?
Yeah, it does. But not as much as when I put it back in.
Yeah.
It never goes back in like that.
Yeah. I was in A&E as well. We had, so I took him to A&E and.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it was horrible, mate. It was just like, considering it's summertime, it's just, I was looking around, I was like, oh man, what's going to happen in winter? But luckily we got seen quite quickly. And the only reason we got seen quickly is because there was a junior doctor, a blonde doctor, young, training, and she's like, I really wanted to pop an arm back in. So, but otherwise we would have been waiting there for hours and hours.
He's very happy about that.
I didn't do that.
No, listen,
but
as long as the missus don't say that, you'll be all right.
Baz didn't want to get in trouble, so he just eased it back in while we was in the waiting room. So he was like, I'm not gonna get the heat for this. I'll get in.
I love it. Play off like Dubois. I love it. That was a good call, man. That was a good call.
So yeah, we had to go away. We left there disappointed, and we ended up going home in about an hour. But yeah, so Baz, go on. You said Daniel Dubois. What do you think? Like, who's going to win this fight?
I mean, my expert opinion. I think AJ is going to get the business done. I reckon. I really feel like he's going to figure out Dubois quickly, and unless Dubois moves his feet and gets that head movement going, he's going to eat way too many 1-2s, and from Joshua, those 1-2s are going to hurt. It ain't no Hrgovic. So I feel like AJ will probably get the job done in the first 6 rounds. I can't see it going past that.
Wow.
If it goes past 6 rounds, then I think you might be right, and I think Guy might be right in that. I think Dubois would probably win because it might demoralise AJ a little bit that it's gone so long. And
he'll have to go for broke, won't he?
Yeah, and like he said, AJ's he's never really been a points man. He's always wanted to get the finish, and if he empties his gas tank, which it happens with AJ, like he's not someone who's always got unlimited gas tank. Whereas Dubois against Jerome Miller and Dubois against Hrgovic, he was still there at the end. So
his comeback is always unmatched.
Yeah,
his comeback was unmatched. But yeah,
I mean, what do you think, Sab? What do you think?
I knew you were going to say that. I'm going to sit on the fence. I'm not going to give a prediction yet.
Come on.
I agree with a lot of what both of you said. I think what Guy was saying earlier with the fact that Daniel Dubois has learned from his mistakes. That's a big thing because there's been scenarios where he's gone into it, he's not known what to do, and he always needs to be told what to do. And if he's not, if he's not seen a scenario, then he doesn't know what to do next. All those big fights has been training so he's gone through that scenario. So now next time he knows what to do in the next one. So unless there's a scenario that happens in the fight, which no one can predict, then Daniel Dubois, if something happens which totally random, Daniel Dubois might not know what to do. And then he'll unravel. But where he's gone and he's had those learning fights, it's going to be a tricky one. So I still feel like we've done this video a little bit early because I always like to see the fighters in fight week and how they're shaping up against each other. You don't know if there's been any little niggles there, if they're hiding anything, any little tells, if there's a slight swollen eye or something. I don't know. Little things like that I try and look at. So I don't want to put my name on a decision yet, but I agree with what both of you have said. So I'm going to sit on the fence.
Guy, you know what it is? He just doesn't want you to give him extra laps in the gym. That's what it is. I'm telling you, give this guy like 10 circuits.
I've been pretty poor actually. I need to come back in the gym. It's been a long after the holidays. It's not been consistent. I think we'll leave it there, Guy.
Yep.
It's been great having your insights today. I think it made a real difference hearing, like, from a trainer's point of view, certain fights. And there was a couple of things there you said, and it just made me think. And I didn't actually think of it from an angle. As soon as you said it, it made perfect sense to me. So it's been great having you on, and hopefully we can get you back on again at some point.
Most definitely.
And then when are you next back in the gym?
Tomorrow morning.
Morning. Morning. I don't know if I can make the morning one, but I can make the afternoon one. Evening.
Yeah, come to the Wednesday evening, 6 p.m.
Oh, Wednesday I got football. Since this one's out, I've got to go because
you've got the Friday lunchtime.
Friday.
Yeah, see? No
excuses. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, see you there. But no, it's been great having you on, Baz. I'm sure you can agree as well.
Yeah, definitely. Cheers for coming.
And I think we'll leave it there. And if you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you.
Yeah.